All right, friends, today specifically, I want to talk to you about why most speakers fail. Hey, I'm Ken. I used to be a homicide detective. I was a cop for over 15 years, and I got sick of it. When I found out I was going to become a dad, I needed to make a change. In the last 15 years, I've started 4 different businesses in 4 different industries, and they've made a lot of money. This channel is dedicated to showing people exactly how to build an 8-figure coaching business. Every single part of it. I love teaching people how to write books, how to get your books traditionally published, how to turn those books into 7-figure coaching businesses, and you're going to find all that information right here. Hey, listen, you probably don't realize this, but every year in the United States of America, over 500,000 new people start professional speaking businesses. And if you're watching this show or you're reading this in the book, however you're consuming this content, you're probably resonating with that information right now. Becoming a professional speaker is such a rewarding lifestyle. Just ask anybody who's ever stood on a stage in front of thousands of people and delivered a message that's near and dear to their heart. Ask them how the applause feel, how that feedback feels. But it's really sad that literally 90% of people who start speaking businesses never get paid. They never find speaking gigs. And you know what's really the most sad about that is that in the world we live in today, it's easier than ever to get yourself hired to speak. The problem is most speakers don't know how to get the word out. Most people don't know how to actually share their information with others. One thing I can tell you for sure is that, and this is something, if you're a speaker, pay close attention, lean in on this part, on this conversation right now, because the reality is, just like anything else in the world, because of all the events we've been through over the last couple years, people that are booking speakers have access to more information and more data than ever before. So when you talk to any booking agent, and Lord knows I've spoke to a bunch of them in my life running a professional speakers program inside of our company, one of the things we ask is, when you're looking for a speaker in today's world, what do you do? And here's what they say. The first thing that they do is they always reach out to a bureau or to somebody who can help them find speakers, and they get some references, they get some names. Before they ever talk to a speaker, what they typically do is they start doing research. The booking agents we've talked to said one of the very first things we do is we Google their name. And that makes sense, right? That's totally obvious to everybody. But here's what I asked. I said, well, what are you actually looking for? They said, we just want to see them in action. We want to see that they're already doing this. We want to hear their message, how they communicate with other people. Excuse me for that. And what they're actually doing is they're checking out the videos that are on Google, that are ranking on Google. And they go to the YouTube channels and they go online to their Facebook. They want to see that the speaker has a following. Can you imagine that? Booking agents want to know that a speaker has a following. At the Authority Factory, we run a professional speakers program. Mr. Nick Boothman, who's made over $50 million as a speaker, and I launched this a couple years ago. It's called Professional Speakers Secrets. And I teach the speakers in this program exactly how to start getting noticed, how to build the right platform online and really get people to pay attention to them. And friends, that's why you're holding this book as a speaker. That's what you're going to learn in this book. But let me kind of help you to understand. By putting the entire auto content loop system in place that I teach, if you haven't heard of it before, there's a link below this video that will take you to the auto content loop masterclass. I'll show you exactly how to start posting content all over social media so people can start paying attention to you without it ruining your life. And in that auto content loop, here's what you're going to do. You're going to actually create a structure to your speech, to all your content, and break it down into bite-sized morsels so that you can start recording videos. And you want to get in the habit of recording 3 videos a week. just 10-minute videos that talk about different things that you do. Talk about different parts of your speech. And you want to literally just get in the habit of sharing that content on social media. And in the auto content loop, if you can just get in the habit of doing 3 or 4 videos a week, about 10-minute videos, just like I'm doing right now, and sharing those videos, if you follow the auto content loop strategy, you can get a virtual assistant to do everything else for you. But those things the virtual assistant is going to do is what the booking agent wants to see. So you got to have a website. You got to have a blog on your website. You got to have videos on your website. You have to have a YouTube channel. You should have a podcast. I've actually talked to 10 different booking agents that said, I won't hire a speaker unless they have a book and a podcast. Because that says the speaker is so confident in their information that they're going to write a book. But then the podcast gives the person a chance to hear how the speaker is going to speak. So they don't just watch the videos to see how you are on stages. They also listen to the podcast. So if you put this auto content loop strategy in place, all that content is going to be put out to the market on a regular basis. And what's going to happen is most of the content you produce is going to rank on Google. So by doing this strategy, by building your following, using the strategies outlined in this book, you're also going to naturally populate Google. If you go to Google right now and search my name, you're going to see literally the first 20 pages is dominated by things about me. Now, I'm not telling you that to be arrogant of the fact. That happened because I've been using the strategy that I'm teaching you in this book for the last several years, and it works. So friends, as a speaker, there's some basic things that you're going to need. You're going to need a website. You're going to need a one sheet, which is just a one-page document that says what you speak about. You should get yourself hooked up in as many speaker bureaus as humanly possible so the word is getting out there. But the most important thing that you could do is use the strategies that I'm teaching you in this book. What that's going to do for you is start creating hundreds of pieces of content a week, all revolving around video, so that the people that are interested in booking speakers will start to see you. And this just takes time after that. You start putting the message out there. What you can do later on in the book, I'm going to actually teach you how to repurpose the videos that you put on Facebook. Facebook is the #1 place in the world for you to publish videos. Why? Because it gives you the ability to target ads using the videos. So you post a video, a little snippet video, 10 minutes long of you speaking on your Facebook page. Then you can actually turn the page into a video views ad, and you can target all the people in America that book speakers so that they're forced to see your videos. That's how you get in front of them. You've got to do what professionals are doing, and that's what professional speakers are doing. Friends, what I've just described to you is the #1 reason that speakers succeed by building awareness around them online. As well, it's the biggest reason that speakers fail. So I want to make this really easy for you. If you're watching this video, continue to watch the videos over the next several weeks because I'm going to lay these entire strategies out. If you're reading the book right now, because this video is actually going to be turned into a book as well, if you're reading the book right now, then just follow along, continue reading, and implement what the book is telling you, and you'll succeed. It'll be amazing. See you guys in the next show.